My name is Abrielle Negretti, and this is my flipped classroom presentation on ocean life science and adaptation with sea stars, a third grade lesson plan. So, what are sea stars? You may normally know them as starfish, but they're actually not fish at all. Sea stars are marine animals classified as invertebrate, and invertebrate are animals that do not have backbones. Fish, on the other hand, do have backbones, showing why they should be called sea stars instead of starfish. So, where do sea stars live? There are over 2,000 species of sea stars living in all of the world's oceans. They can live in tropical habitats or even the cold sea floor. So, if you lived in the ocean, what would you need to survive? To survive, humans need to breathe, sunlight, good temperature, meaning not too hot and not too cold, water, food, sleep, and to have safety, meaning shelter. So if we were to live in the ocean, that means we would have to change to be able to live there, and we would have to adapt. So, what is adaptation? Adaptation is a change or the process of change by which a living creature or species becomes better suited to its environment. So that means that adaptation is being able to change to be able to live in a certain area. So how do sea stars adapt? We're going to be looking at the sea star's body and its characteristics and show how that's adaptation to live where they belong. So sea stars are usually found with 5 arms, but their species can even have up to 40 arms. Their arms are covered with suckers or suction cups, and they have light-sensitive eye spots on the tips of their arms to see. The sea star can extend its stomach through its mouth, and their body can be bright colors and even be covered in spiky spines. They also have the ability to regrow their arms. So, how is this adaptation and why do sea stars adapt? The sea star's body is adapted to be able to survive wherever it is living in the ocean. So this is adaptation because we can see that it's helping it to live where it is. So the sea star's suction cup suckers help them be able to move around the ocean floor, stick to rocks, and be able to grab its food and insert it into its mouth, showing that it's adapted to be able to live on the floor. Their eye spots on its arm help the sea star to be able to find food around it, and their colors help them to scare off predators. Now, if that doesn't work, they also have their spikes to do the same thing, showing that it's protecting itself and having some kind of shelter through its own body. So, we're going to have an application in class, and I'm going to need you guys to vote. So I have this QR code, and you're going to use your device to be able to use the QR code and vote on what activity you guys want to do in class. We can either paint and show the different colors that sea stars can use to scare off predators, or evaluate the suction cups that sea stars use to be able to move around the ocean floor. So make sure to vote before the end of the week.